going on, everybody? Jackson here, and I wanted to start this video off like relatively creatively because I haven't done this in a while, but as you can see, we're looking a little bit crazy right now. A little extra hair that is not necessary on my top, like 25% of my body. So we're gonna fix that. Oh yeah. There's nothing quite like a crisp, nice faded haircut along with just a little trim of the beard every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? So guys, this video is gonna be for the gentlemen or ladies, but I mainly work with gentlemen. The gentlemen who are struggling to lose weight and have been for some time. I've got 4 massive tips for you that I learned from being 100 pounds overweight and radically changing my life. But it's almost noon and I haven't eaten anything yet. That's usually what I try to do. Not that there's like a huge benefit of fasting. I just like saving my calories from like noon to like 8 p.m. So I'm about to have meal 1. If you're a real one on the channel, you more than likely know what I'm about to eat. And ladies and gents, we have got meal number 1 for the day, which is gonna be my massive egg white brick, I kind of call it. It's basically just, I bake it in a pan and I added everything bagel seasoning to it this week. So like that, everything but this bagel or whatever seasoning, it's super good, and I put it in my egg white mixture. Makes everything 10 times better. We've got our apple and we've got our peanut butter and jelly. I use a low-calorie jelly and I use Winston Farms peanut butter. This isn't a low-calorie option by any means, guys. It just keeps me really happy, so I continue to utilize the PB&J lifestyle. I'm also gonna give you guys a little sneak peek at what I've been working on for the past like few weeks. I'm turning my garage into a gym, and there's gonna be a whole video dedicated for it. I've been getting the whole process on film, and it's gonna be a super, super cool video if you were looking to do the same thing, or you just want to appreciate my hard work in my garage. But so far, we got the mirrors installed, we got the bench. I'm not gonna show you the other side because that's where all the goodies are at, but it's coming along. That video is gonna be going live soon, and by the end of this week, I'll have everything done. Could not be more excited about it. So moving on, we got stuff to talk about in the video. All right, guys, 4 tips for fat guys who want to get lean, get ripped, get shredded, whatever you wanna call it. Now, before I dive into this, I need you guys to remember that I have been here. I know what it takes to do this, and it took me years of failure to figure it out. So these tips are super valuable, and if you stick around to the end, not only will you get massive value from this, but I've got a very exciting announcement. So diving right in, tip number 1, get your mind right. Weight loss is a mindset. Not a diet, not a workout program. It's a shift in your perspective of how you treat your body. Because I'm a firm believer that your physical fitness, your body, is just a reflection of your own self-awareness. So step 1 in getting your mind right is you've got to find a purpose. You've got to find a reason that is so important to you to lose the weight that you're not considering the option of not doing it anymore. For example, a really bad breakup and you're like, I'm gonna show this girl that I'm more than this. I'm gonna lose this weight. She's gonna wish she had me. Not the best why, but very effective, and a lot of guys lose weight, including myself, for that purpose. Obviously, whys change over time, but nevertheless, you've just got to find a why that's super important to you. And along with finding your why, you've got to shift your identity. How many times have I talked about it on the channel? It's not about going to the gym because you have to lose weight. It's not about working out and eating right because you have to lose weight. It's about working out and eating right because that's what fit people do, and you consider yourself a fit person, okay? You've got to shift your identity to support these new habits that you're trying to build. And be sure to keep it realistic. I think too many people off the bat dive into a weight loss program or dive into these new habits all at once, and then they end up crashing and burning because they tackled too many things at once. If you're used to eating pizza and Chipotle every meal and sitting on the couch playing video games all the time, you should not expect to dive into a heavy weightlifting routine, hours of cardio, and eating in a massive calorie deficit every single day. That's just not realistic for you. You've got to meet yourself where you are. And with this idea of diving all in and just going full throttle, try to chase progress instead of perfection. Okay, your plan is not going to be perfect, and it's super easy when one thing goes wrong to say, screw it, I'll just get back on Monday, okay? And Monday will never come, because like I've said plenty of times on the channel, future you's decisions, right, are just the decisions that present you makes tomorrow, okay? So whatever you do now is the only thing that matters. And I know that that's an illusion that we get caught up in a lot, and it's so true, because I'm willing to bet that you said I'll get back on Monday plenty of times, and did your future self get back on Monday? And the final point as far as getting your mind right is something that I literally preach to you guys in like every other video, and that is don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 12. Okay, it's super easy to get caught up in, oh, this guy's shredded and I want to be like him, but I'm so far from that. And then you get discouraged when you see this ripped guy at the gym or when you're scrolling on Instagram, when in reality, his life and his progress and his fitness is completely irrelevant to yours. So stay in your lane, okay? This isn't a race. Tip number 2 is going to be eat effectively. So we all know that you only lose weight by being in a calorie deficit, which means that you're eating less than you're burning every single day. So quick way to know this, go to tdeecalculator.com, enter your information. It's gonna give you a number. Once it gives you that number, try to subtract like 500 calories or so from that, and then boom, you're in a calorie deficit, off to the races. Now, my main suggestion for you in this step is gonna be treat your nutrition, your diet, like a budget, okay? You have a budget of calories to eat by the end of the day. If you spend over that budget, you're gonna go into debt, and that debt, in this case, being body fat. So spend within your means, or more realistically, spend under your means. And a big one here is gonna be eat what you like, okay? I cannot emphasize that enough. If you are eating what you don't like, you're not gonna eat it for a consistent enough amount of time to be able to lose the weight. And even if you do, and you do lose the weight, you're not building any habits because you see it as an endpoint. Oh, I'm on this diet, and then when it's over, I'm just gonna go back to my old habits. We're about building habits here, and I'm on YouTube to not give you a fish, but teach you how to fish, okay? I wanna teach you how to build these habits. I don't wanna just give you some random diet plan. Using MyFitnessPal to track your food is going to be massive here as well. Like, you need to be able to know how many calories are in things, and a tracking app like MyFitnessPal is super massive. I've actually been working with MyFitnessPal behind the scenes. I've been in touch with their marketing team, and super awesome people, super effective application, and you need to get used to using that, at least in the beginning phases of your weight loss journey, because you need to start understanding how many calories are in things. You don't have to use it forever. That's not really the goal. The goal is to just get you calorie conscious and understand how many calories are in things, so then you can generalize going forward and build the habit. See where I'm going here? All right, tip number 3. I don't really talk that much about training on my channel, and I kind of want to change that going forward a little bit. So tip number 3 is going to be train in phases. And you might say, well, Jackson, I thought this was about how to get ripped fast and doing everything quick and fast. I'm not trying to be a hard ass here. I'm just trying to be real with you. The reason that you may not be ripped is because you have this thought process of you want it now, and that's just not how this works. It's a process. You got to treat it like one. So diving in, stop listening to all the nonsense talking about high intense interval training and doing all this perfect workout regimen right out of the gate so you can be optimal in your transformation and get the body as fast and optimally as you want. I have a saying on this channel, and that is screw being optimal. Optimal is completely relative, okay? What's optimal for me is not going to be optimal for you. So if we're breaking training down into phases, phase 1 is just gonna be focusing on nutrition and no training. If you're starting out where you're extremely overweight, like obese, you don't even need to commit to a workout regimen. It has everything to do with what is going in your mouth, and the nutrition is 500 times more important than training itself. So in phase 1, you're focusing on tracking your foods, getting in a calorie deficit. Now phase 2 is going to be nutrition plus getting 10,000 steps a day. If you're starting super heavy, then focusing on your nutrition first and then just focusing on getting 10,000 steps a day is super manageable. Guys, I have so many clients and subscribers who have lost like 100+ pounds from walking. They didn't quote unquote work out. They didn't lift a single weight. Even me, guys, I didn't lift a single weight when I was losing the majority of my body fat on my journey. So phase 1 and 2 are about making a habit. It's about making a habit of getting 10,000 steps a day. It's about making a habit of eating in a calorie deficit daily. And now phase 3 is where we focus on nutrition, 10,000 steps, and getting in the gym. This is where things heat up a little bit. I'm a big believer in the 3-day-a-week 5x5 program. So many guys are in the gym looking the same year after year after year, and it's because they're focusing on all these random isolation movements like tricep press downs and bicep curls and calf raises and leg extensions, when all they need to be doing are the big compound lifts. I'm talking about squats, deadlifts, bench, overhead press, pull-ups, the big compound lifts that are gonna give you way more bang for your buck as far as frequency by getting in there only 3 days a week, super manageable, and also being able to hit several muscle groups at once. Keep it simple. Focus on your compound big lifts. All right, now for tip number 4, stop listening to guys who've never been fat. I'm here to tell you that as a former fat guy, okay, weight loss is 90% mental and 10% diet and exercise, okay? If you don't have the mentality behind it, you're not gonna be able to sustain the habits and actions that it takes to be able to lose the weight with your nutrition and your exercise. Too often I see people, including my former self, make the mistake of going on Instagram, seeing a guy with a six-pack and being like, he knows exactly how to help me. They have no idea what it's like to look in the mirror and hate who they see. They have no idea what it's like to not be able to look girls in the eye because you're so shameful of the fat right under your neck. They have no idea having to choose between, do I wear the pants that don't really fit me and they're gonna be really tight and I'm gonna be uncomfortable all night, or do I just pick the ones that are loose on me and I can just kind of hide my frame? They don't know these things. Anyone can just tell you to eat less and move more. Guys, if you want the short answer of how to lose weight, calorie deficit, eat less. Good luck. No, it's so much deeper than that because there's a mentality that comes along with this. So try not to be discouraged by all the guys who are shredded. Don't compare your chapter 1 to their chapter 12, and don't take the advice of people who don't know what it's like to be where you are. So guys, before I end the video, I wanted to share with you my big announcement that I've been hyping up for a little bit, and that is that I have finally finished developing my program, the Fat to Fit Blueprint Mentorship. The Fat to Fit Blueprint Mentorship is going to be a live coaching experience. You're gonna get one-on-one coaching with me, and we're gonna have an accountability group every single week. So if you're interested in a live coaching experience with me, along with some one-on-one sessions and an accountability support group, then go ahead and click that first link down below so you're able to book a call with me and I can see how I can better serve you and see if we're a good fit to work together, because I am so passionate about helping you guys build your super self. And as you know on my channel, everything started with weight loss. There are gonna be limited spots available for this live coaching experience. So if you are interested, then be sure to book your call down below and we can get you the transformation you're looking for. And I'm gonna leave you like I leave you every single video. Let's keep getting better together. Let's keep on grinding. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.